Alrighty guys, welcome back to the third game in the Acer Team Story Cup Season 2 match between Complexity and Acer. Nerchio has gone up 2 games. We saw him take on the STC and QXC, but we have spawning in the top right hand corner of Whirlwind from Complexity, it's viPro. And his opponent in the bottom left, winning the last 2 games, hoping to take it to a third one from Team Acer, it's Nerchio. So we got to see Nerchio take on the STC and QXC and go for that kind of 2-base muta play, and then kind of transition is the better word, into just the standard Ling Bang muta into like 4 bases. So he did a great job in those previous games at really gaining a lot of control and the map control and really putting on a lot of harassment, and the QXC just didn't scout any of it, so he wasn't able to get turrets up in time, and then he was able to camp the production and so on and so forth, and it just kind of snowballed out of control, and QXC just wasn't able to get enough units, and a lot of the same thing happened for the STC here, and we see it's pull first on Whirlwind. That's 15 pull, so we should see 15 hatch come up next. This is Whirlwind, the second biggest map in the map pool, at least for the ladder map pool. Only second to Frost in that regard. And Frost is a great map. A lot of the times, you'll see Zergs go with that pool first against Protoss, and that's the safest way to play it. A lot of times on these 4-player maps, though, you'll see hatch first, sometimes even 3 hatch before pool, just because a lot of the times you can get away with it, and a lot of times you'll see Protoss go with like Nexus first and things like that. But we're gonna see a gateway expand out of viPro here, most likely. It'll most likely be a gateway expand with the double gas with 2 in each assimilator. It's most likely gonna be that it's gonna be a tech play here, either Robo or Stargate. I'm thinking Robo over Stargate, but we'll just have to see when that all comes out. Yep, so here we see the probe is queued up to go to this natural base and drop down that expansion. We see Lings moving out here. We see Drone going for that 3rd expansion, so he's going to be taking a decently fast 3rd around the same time that viPro is going to be taking that natural. So viPro happy on 2 bases. Nerchio happy to take 3 bases and not be contested at all. He's getting some extra queens out. And, at this point, he's going to be happy to drone up until about the 6 or 7 minute mark. When, any type of 2-base pushes will start to develop in their nature. They're not exactly going to hit until probably about the 12-minute mark or so, but they'll start developing in their nature, and you can actually tell what exactly is going to happen here. So we most likely would just see drones in the production tab for Nerchio. We see this queen dropped a creep tumor there, and now she's going straight to that natural base. Queen coming out there, queen in the main base already. I just want to see them APMs, guys. Look at that APM, 400 APM. That is something. Obviously, at this point in the game, it's mainly just spam, but that is still a heck of a lot. And it's going to be Stargate play. Stargate in the wall. We saw Protosses do this a lot a little bit earlier with the Stargate in the wall. What's his name? That's a horrible thing to say, what's his name, but Nerchio is going to spot all this tech here. He's going to spot the Stargate, and Naniwal, that's what I was thinking of. Naniwal is someone who I know loves to do this Stargate in the wall kind of play. A lot of times he does like 2-base DTs into Stargate into taking a 3rd base. That's what I've seen, especially in the IEM New York. He did that build like 3 times in a row against Life, so it is what it is. Nerchio's going to definitely spot that there's this Phoenix out and there's a Stargate, so he's just going to go and try and get as much information as he can. Is he going to spot the Forge? I don't know if he spotted the Forge. Let's see. He did spot the Forge. Alright, so he knows the Forge is the follow-up, so he's got to be knowing that it's going to be a ground force play here. He's just building phoenixes here. Probably going to get up to about 5 or 6 phoenixes. Doesn't look like, nope, this Mothership Core was not able to pick off anything. We see spores going up in the mineral lines here, and here comes the phoenixes. The phoenixes are going to be pretty happy just picking off little overlord patches, little stragglers here and there, and do whatever they can with that, because that'll obviously have been, it costs 100 to build another one. You could potentially, you know, be able to get them supply blocked or whatnot, and it throws off the Zerg player in that sense. And oh, gonna be able to kick off one drone there, not too terrible. Gonna get one drone, might be able to sneak in a second one off of this gas here. Yep, he's gonna get a second one. And Mothership Core is going back. 4th Phoenix is coming out, and he's going to stop at 4 Phoenixes and probably go into a Robo. Oh, no, he's going to go to 5 Phoenixes. He stopped that Phoenix production for a minute, and I was like, alright, well, I guess he's going to... I figured he would have gone 5 and then Robo, but I guess he's going to go 4 Robo. He's getting a lot of sentries and +1, so it looks like it's going to be a big, like a Phoenix sentry attack here, and Nerchio did spot all 4 of these, or all 5 of these sentries here, and that's got to be tipping him off to something is on the way, because you just don't build that many sentries. And no, he's going to take an expansion here. Alright, so, yeah, that makes sense. He built these 5 sentries for defense solely, because he doesn't want to invest into any stalkers, any zealots, and now he's going to start building some zealots and some more sentries, and the whole point of that is simply to secure this 3rd base, because if you can get this 3rd base up, he's keeping great map control with the Phoenixes. He's preventing Nerchio from getting a muta like switch in there, and now he's just, you know, he's happy picking off drones here and there. He's up to 8 drone kills, not too bad. 9 now, and he's kept all 5 of the Phoenixes alive. That's what counts. Look at that. No units lost for viPro at this point. He's ahead in the resources lost, and that's solely because he's been able to harass, been able to keep map control, and he's pretty much secured a 3rd base with Nerchio still on only 3 bases. So it's going to be equal bases, +2 is on the way as well, and just lots of Phoenixes are coming out. And these Phoenixes keep map control, keep Nerchio where he's at, and these Phoenixes are trying to spot a 4th base. They're like, okay, no 4th base yet. Nerchio doesn't know a 3rd base is on the way, but he's got to be figuring a 3rd base is on the way sometime, because there hasn't been anything that would really show that he was going with a 2-base play here. He's getting Phoenixes for that map control, and that's pretty much the only reason why. He's going to get a Queen there, not bad, and he's going to get an Overlord. But look at this. Lots of roaches, lots of hydralisks moving across the field, and they're going to be poking at this front door. No upgrades on them, though. They're going to have +1 carapace real soon. But here they go. Right on in there. They take out the zealot in the wall, but here we go. Decent force fields there. Nice job zoning out that army. That is a very good play there by our Protoss player, and the Protoss player is just getting good positions. These sentries, they are the muscle in this army. The force fields are so important. More stalkers are coming in here. The +1 is really doing work here. Blink is on the way as well, but this Zerg concave is really good, but the force fields have been even better. They've been able to really zone out this force, keep the force in, but now that the force fields are done, it's going to be very tough for him to win this, but I think he's going to have enough. He's just got enough stalkers, and with +2 finishing up soon and zealots joining the composition, he should be alright. Blink is already done, so yeah, Blink is going to force Nerchio back, and really Blink is going to allow viPro to kill all of these units, all the stragglers, and that's a big loss for Nerchio. Nerchio knows that he's got this pylon here, and viPro knows that 4th base is just going up. Well, look at his 3rd base. Full saturation on that base there. Oh, Nerchio. Oh, Nerchio. Well, that's your standard Nerchio right there, guys. That's your standard Nerchio. Like I said, I haven't actually watched any of this, so I couldn't tell you if there's any more things, like, in response there, but yeah, look at this force here. That is quite the force here. And if you take a look at the supply here, you know, only has 52 drones. That is extremely low. He was hoping that attack was going to kill him, and it didn't turn out to be that way. And because his upgrades are just nowhere near where they should be, and +2 is already done for the Protoss, you know, Nerchio doesn't know that this army's here. He knows that there's zealots here, but now he knows the army's here, and it looks like he's just going to go straight into full-on base trade mode here, but I don't think he's going to actually win this. I don't think he'll be able to win a base race here. Yeah, viPro's just going to try and pull back into the main base here. Does he have a mothership core? He does. Where is it? Oh, it's with the army. Alright, so if he wants to, he can just kill a lot of stuff, recall back, and destroy Nerchio's army here, but I don't think he cares. At this point, Nerchio, or viPro, just wants to kill his opponent here. There's nothing but just wanting to kill him here. +1 attack, I don't even think is going to be done. It may just finish before this army is able to get up there, but yeah, Nerchio doing havoc into the natural of viPro here, able to kill that base off, but there's a ninja base at the bottom right, killing off all of this, drones scattering around the map, and just viPro just moving into the natural of Nerchio, and there we go. There's the recall up into the main now, and that's going to stop the attack. And decent force fields there to kind of zone that army out. Nice force fields there. Cut the army in half, and that's going to really help them here. And here comes the Phoenixes in. They're most likely going to be used for the defense here. They have to try and help this. Drones are fighting with it, and the probes might have to join into the fight here, but with the Blink Micro, he should be alright. The Hydralisks are the real danger in this composition, the DPS and the damage that they do. Just, it is so good here, and yeah, the Phoenixes are able to really help in this composition, and there we go, Nerchio leaving the game. Not too happy. But viPro is going to take that victory there. He will put complexity on the board with 1 point, and he will change the series score to 2-1. Still in favor of Acer, but we'll see if viPro can turn that around and get some wins. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for game number 4. See you guys next time.